Hello everybody, welcome back to the Success Club. Today I'm gonna do the secret number 3 or read for you from this PDF and give you the secret number 3, which is Reprogram. I got this from the Success Insider and it's called The Secrets to Reinvest or Reinvent Yourself, and it's from the Masterclass Summary PDF I followed from Tim Han, or by Tim Han. Alright, let's start. Secret number 3 is Reprogram, and this is from the Rapid Reinvention Method. We already had awareness and transform, and now we are at the third secret, and that is Reprogram. So let me ask you this serious question. What is your brain actually designed to do as a human being? What's the primal programming of our brain? It's designed to help us to survive. Your mind's primary job is survival. And this is why we've all got to the survival voice, the little voice in our mind. Have you ever heard that little voice that's saying you're not good enough, that you've got to give it up? At first, we hear the little voice. Then you own this little voice. Then this little voice owns you. And if you aren't careful, it'll take control of the wheels without you realizing it's not actually you. Can you relate to these survival-based emotions listed on the slideshow below? So you have on the one side out of control, survival, and on the other side in control, conscious. Would you like to know why it's so hard to truly wake up and change your life? There's a story of a dog that's squealing in pain every single day. And then one day, the neighbor comes out, really worried for the dog, and sees the owner of the dog standing next to the dog. And to the dog that's squealing in pain. And he walks up to the owner and says, "Hey, what's wrong with your dog? Why is it squealing in pain?" The owner of the dog says, "Because it's set on a nail." He's like, "Huh, why doesn't it get off the nail and be free of pain today?" The owner says, "Because it doesn't hurt enough yet. He'd rather continue sitting on this nail until one day he hurts enough." Have you ever heard of stories of people who require their life to get even worse until they finally do something about it? Sometimes it's too late. Isn't that true? Most people often postpone their health until it's too late. Wouldn't you agree? This is how I ended up losing my uncle to cancer. He had so many warnings from life. He's got to stop putting other people's needs before his own. He's got to look after himself before he can look after others. He's got to put the oxygen mask on himself before he can assist others. But he refused to listen. He ignored that advice, hoping it just goes away magically. One day, the doctor gave him a little notice. Gave him a notice. 5 weeks left to live. Don't let that be you in your life, because it's either one day or it's day one. The time is now. Are you ready to wake up? If you are, I can give you coaching right now. Would you like me to give you some coaching? Because it will help you to become aware of the nail that you're seated on. And the moment you are aware, that's when you will set yourself free. You've got to think about this and answer it deeply. What are some of your biggest limiting beliefs? Thoughts or feelings that have been producing unwanted or negative consequences in your life? Try to be ultra specific. Remember, your brain doesn't want you to change, and that's why your brain will make you answer this in a very broad and vague way. Try to go specific. This is question 2. What have been the negative consequences of these inner blocks in your life? What have they or could they cost you? So, if you've been telling yourself, "I'm not good enough for a great relationship partner," Maybe what it has cost you so far is you've ended up dating the wrong person. Maybe he was toxic. Maybe he was a narcissist. And now he has left you with all these crippling beliefs in your life. Think carefully about this. Here's question 3. How many years have you been experiencing this? If you were to be honest. Are you now beginning to see why, if you don't wake up yourself today, that one day you will never come? Because think about it. On an average day, if you add up all the time you spent stressed, anxious, feeling fearful, overwhelmed, procrastinating, worrying about something, comparing yourself to other people, criticizing yourself, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like there's never enough time, in some form of indecision, procrastinating, judging the way you look, second guessing what you did, in some form of financial insecurity, being controlled by your negative inner critic, wouldn't you agree you're wasting all these hours of your precious life right now stuck in a survival state? There is a financial cost to this as well. Take a look at what's listed on the slideshow or the slide below. And it's not just a financial cost. The real cost is not being present with your loved ones. The real cost is missing those magic moments with the people that you never ever get back. It's a physical suffering or even disease. It's never achieving your destined full potential. It's the wasting of the one precious life you truly have. Let me ask you, if you had all that wasted time back that you've been wasting, would you be enjoying your life more? Would you have even better relationships? Would you have more time to do what you want to do? Would you have more time to make more money? Would you be living life more fully? I want you to remember this. You cannot create the income, health, and relationship you're capable of until you dissolve your toxic, limiting beliefs and upgrade your psychology. This is why Jim Rohn once said, your level of success will rarely exceed your personal development because success is something you attract by the person you become. If you have unbreakable self-discipline, like world-class Olympian Michael Phelps, would you get more results? How about if you had unshakable self-belief like Jack Ma? Would that improve your relationship right now? Would that improve your career right now? Would that improve your health right now? How about if you had unstoppable confidence like Oprah Winfrey? Would that allow you to achieve more? I want you to remember that when you are level 5 person, you'll only be able to track level 5 results. But if you develop into level 10 person by committing yourself today, you will attract the next levels or level of results. So, would you like to know exactly what I did for me to dissolve the toxic limiting beliefs that was weighing me down and take control of my life? I'm going to paint this as a metaphor because this is how your brain loves processing things. God forbid, imagine something happens to you and you end up in a hospital and you're like lying there on the hospital bed and they're about to cut you open. Just before the surgeon cuts you open, he walks up to you, pulls down his mask and whispers in your left ear, "By the way, I'm not following a proven system on how to do this. I just watched a YouTube video on how to do this last night. Wish me luck." What would you be honestly thinking if you heard that from a surgeon? You'll be gone, right? Imagine if all of a sudden you're on a plane and you can't wait because you're about to go on a holiday. Just before the plane takes off, the pilot speaks down the microphone, really nervously, and says, "Guys, I'm not following a proven system on how to fly this plane, but I did come across a really good audiobook on how to do this. Fingers crossed, guys, let's do it." What would you be thinking? You'd be gone, right? Would you have any trust in this person? No. What gives you trust in these professionals is that they are not trying to wing it. No pun intended. They are following a proven step-by-step system. They are following what works. And that's what gives you confidence in these individuals. The question I've got for you is, are you trying to piece together this overwhelming puzzle on how to transform your life all by yourself and feeling more overwhelmed? This is why one of my wise mentors once said to me, Tim, if you truly want to change your life, you must follow a proven system or step-by-step system. If you look at the world's number of the world's 1%, this is what they did. And this is why Oprah Winfrey credits so much of her success to a life coach who shared with her system. It's actually 1.5%. 1% is not accurate. How many of you have ever heard of Warren Buffett, the investor? He got the system from Benjamin Graham in terms of his investments. In fact, this quote from Warren Buffett changed my life. Warren Buffett said, "The best investment you can ever make is investing in you." It is the best thing you can ever do. Anything that improves your own potential, nobody can tax it or take it away from you. $1 can become worth far less, and you can have all kinds of things happen. But if you have maximized your potential, you've got a tremendous asset that can return tenfold. When I heard this, I felt pretty scared. I'm not sure if you can relate, but all my life I found it so easy to buy gifts for others, but never buying gifts for myself. Can you relate to this, by the way? I had self-worth related issue. But since this advice was coming from one of the most successful investors on the planet Earth, I began to listen, and for the first time ever, I decided to invest in me. Over the last 12 years, I've invested upwards of $100,000. Investing in me, buying different personal growth courses, and attending seminars all around the world. Without a doubt, it's been the best investment I've ever made, because when you level up your character, you level up your results. If you want lasting change, you have to give up this idea of just trying something. You've got to commit to mastery. That means not just dabbling by just watching some YouTube videos every once in a while, but by following a proven step-by-step system, so you can finally dissolve toxic beliefs and master your mindsets. Now, this sounds so good in theory, but do you think your survival brain wants you to change today, knowing that your survival brain is designed to help you to survive? Does it want you to dramatically change your life right now? Definitely not. This is why you're going to hear these voices listed on the slide below. It's not the right time, I'm too broke, I'm not quite ready just yet, I'll try this next year, I'm not technical enough, I am too old, I am too young, maybe it's not for me. Your little voice knows just how to say it so you feel right about it, right about not changing your life again. Your little voice is very slick. It will tell you anything. It will create any story and do anything it can to talk you out of changing your life right now. Your little voice will make you make decisions that keep you in the comfort zone. And you might be thinking, but Tim, I want to keep running away from my problems. Well, here's the unfortunate truth. Whatever you can't handle in your life will constantly keep showing up in your life. You can go on holiday, you can come back, and those same problems follow you around. You can change your relationship partner, but if you've never gifted yourself self-love, no relationship partner can ever give you the love you truly deserve because you don't love yourself enough. Is this making sense? Whatever you can't handle in your life, you will follow you for the rest of your life. There's no point running away from your problems anymore because it will follow you for the rest of your life. It will follow you into next year, year after that. You'll be held back by it for decades to come. So, you've got a choice right now. Either you can take charge of your mind, or let it continue to be in charge of you. Either you train your mind, or it trains you. It's your choice. It's either one day or day one. Are you ready to truly adopt this in your life? Well, here are 3 reasons why most people still fail to master their life. Take a read at all the points listed on the slide below. Because, let's be real, subconscious habits are hard to change, right? And that's why you've probably been struggling with letting go of your biggest limiting beliefs. Isn't that right? So if we've ended this masterclass right now and part our ways, do you see how there is a slight chance you'll probably fall back to your old ways again? In fact, it's happened to you in the past before. You felt temporarily inspired, but then you went back to your limiting beliefs again. Isn't that true? And that's why, if you're serious about making this day one and letting go of your biggest limiting beliefs and unlocking your full potential, you've got to master the concepts that we have covered literally briefly today, and you've got to commit to doing whatever it takes to transform your life for the better. If you're committed, I have put together something incredibly special that I know will help you. Would it be fine if I share this with you? It's with great honor and privilege I present to you the Life Mastery Achievers course, also known as the LMA course. So this is one of the most powerful and proven step-by-step online system for eliminating your biggest limiting beliefs and unlocking your full potential, experienced in a way that's easier, faster, and more enjoyable than you ever thought possible. So go check it out, the Life Mastery course, or Achievers course, from Tim Han. And yeah, I'll leave it at here. Alright, I will leave it at this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to join my MLM New Skin program. See you next time.